you ever got to the end of your first row of crochet only to find that you made your chain a little bit too short? Well, I'm going to show you a really easy way of extending this chain without having to rip your crochet out and start again. So to add extra stitches to this chain, I'm going to yarn over just like I was doing a normal double crochet stitch, and then I'm going to put my hook back into that last chain where we made that last stitch. So in that gap there. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So now normally if we're doing a double crochet we'd yarn over and pull through 2, but because we're doing a technique called foundation crochet, we're actually going to yarn over and pull through 1 first. So I'm going to yarn over and then pull through 1. And here, hopefully you can see that, I've actually extended that chain by 1, added an extra loop here for that chain. And then I'm going to finish off my double crochet as I normally would by yarning over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So I've actually added on 1 extra stitch here, and you can kind of see there's another loop here just like that last chain. So we can then add as many stitches using this technique as we like. So I'm going to add 1 more. So I'm going to yarn over and put my hook into that extra loop that we made during the last stitch here. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through 1 to make that pretend chain. Then I'm going to finish off my stitch as I normally would for a double crochet. So here is what the bottom of my crochet is looking like. Those stitches do look ever so slightly differently to the rest of the chains, but I think that once you've crocheted a border into this bottom edge you won't be able to tell the difference. So this technique is called foundation crochet. It also works for other stitches such as single crochet, and we can actually do an entire row of stitches using just this crochet with no starting chain. So I will show you that next. So in the first example I used double crochet, but you can use this for any of the basic crochet stitches. So in this part of the tutorial I'm going to show you how it would work for single crochet. So I'm going to make a slip knot the way that I prefer, but you can use whatever method of slip knot you prefer. So the way that I like to make a slip knot, I put my hook to one side of the working yarn and then I pull out, and then I rotate my hook 360 degrees, making this twist. I'm then going to pinch the twist and I'm ready to crochet as normal. So we are going to need to make a small chain to start our crochet, but it depends on what stitch your first row of stitches is. So my first row of stitches is going to be a single crochet, and usually to start a row of single crochet we chain 1. So I'm going to chain 1 more than that for foundation crochet, so I'm going to start with a chain of 2. However, if you're working a different stitch, you would chain 1 more chain than you would normally chain for that stitch. So for a double crochet row you would chain 4 here. So now I'm going to skip that first stitch like we would if we were working single crochet, and then into that second chain from the hook I'm going to put my hook into it, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop. And we're going to do the exact same method as we used in the first part of the tutorial, where before we finish off our stitch we yarn over and pull through 1, and then to finish off a single crochet we yarn over and pull through 2. So hopefully you can see here that that's the stitch we just made, and that is that foundation crochet loop here. So I'm then going to put my hook back under that loop that we created, and I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and then I'm going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and then I'm going to put my hook under that loop that we just made, yarn over and pull up a loop. Then I'm going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and again I'm going to put my hook under that loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. So here I've made 4 foundation single crochets that look like it's just a row of single crochet into a chain, and I can continue doing this for as long as I want my row to be. And a really good reason for using this method instead of a standard starting chain is that it's really stretchy, so it's great if you want a stretchy piece of crochet such as clothing. If you've enjoyed this crochet tutorial, you'll probably enjoy the 2 tutorials I've popped up on your screen with some more handy crochet tips.